Okay, so hello and welcome back everyone. Today is another video from me, Kevin from MC, and what I have today is this, which is the Osmo Pocket, yeah, which is the small mini gimbal thingy, which is from DJI. Yeah, it comes with this manual thingy, which is pretty rubbish because it's bigger than the box. I'm not sure how the heck this thing actually came to be, but as you can see, this is a bit bigger than the box. I got sent this thing inside this box before. Inside this, which is a light bulb box, and she wrote this thing so I don't forget it, yeah. So it just fits perfectly in this light bulb box like this, with this manual like curled up on the top right there, which is pretty odd to be honest, yeah. But yeah, that's how it is. So next, as you probably know, I actually do have some Dji products. I have used Dji products for quite a long time, like the Spark, the Phantom, the Mavic Mini. In this case, I still have it. And this thing I've only flown like 9 times, I think, since I bought it last year. I mean 2 years ago, because this thing is bought in 2019, which is pretty rubbish, yeah. But so let it be. So then, aside from this user's manual that is a bit bigger than the box, let me show you what's in the box and let me show you why I bought this thing. So first, I bought this thing for a price that I actually wanted to pay for it. Being that I have a G7X, I don't really need any small camera again, yeah. But I thought why not, because this thing actually has active track, and I thought like why not have this lens review thingy from this perspective, but just with the lens tracking on its own, which is pretty cool, I think, yeah. But sadly, I do not have any plans to repair any lenses soon, because I have nothing on the way. And so it comes with this like Osmo action box thingy, yeah. Let me go pull the box out. You have this accessories box, then you have this thing which is, what the hell? Oh yeah, this is the case thingy, yeah. So the accessories box, then you have the case which is inside this white plastic thingy, yeah. Then you have all the manuals, which is pretty rubbish, useless rubbish in there, yeah. So let's push the thing away to the side, yeah. Inside this thing you actually have a few things, and in this thing they have something, they have sent me something which you usually do not get, I think, which is one of these. This is a SanDisk adapter, which is quite rattly, yeah. For some reason, I think it might be broken. I'm not gonna use this thing at all, because I actually have these normal SD cards. Then you have this, which is, you have this. This is the lens protector thing, yeah. Let me stick this thing back on. Okay, then you have this, which I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. I think this thing is to like hold the front thingy, yeah, which is like to push it over here maybe, yeah, when you're storing it. Not sure, but you have this foam pad thingy. Then you have these two, which are essentially adapters. You have the USB and micro USB. Lightning. In this case, I do not know why, but DJI's website does not state that it comes with a micro USB, so I think it might be a bonus, yeah. Then you have this, which is like the dumb adapter thingy that covers the contacts. And then you have, yeah, pretty much it. So you go put all of these things back inside here, yeah. And you're supposed to get a cable. The seller did not send a cable, so I had to ask him to extend the cable on its own. And it is coming soon, because I only have one USB-C cable right here, yeah. So I have a cable crisis, being that I need more than one cable. Now let me go show you this thing first. I've assembled this thing beforehand because this is quite a hard thing to assemble. So normally you do not have this thing. This thing is an Ulanzi grip with some Chinese what you call this thing? Shoroshi or whatever the heck that thing is, yeah. So this thing is a random grip that essentially holds the Osmo Pocket with your phone like in one piece, so it doesn't like fall apart, and so it doesn't dangle on this one connector right here, which is not gonna be good, especially because your phone is usually something that is needed day to day essentially, yeah. So you really don't want to like accidentally smack the Osmo Pocket and have it fall down or something like that, yeah. That's okay, you can just throw a camera away, but your phone sometimes has to be used, and sometimes you can't afford losing your phone or just throwing your phone away. Losing a charging socket will essentially not allow you to charge, and yeah, that's bad. So then let me go turn this thing on, essentially. Okay, And to be honest, this is pretty odd because if you look at my phone, it actually says charging. See, for some reason it says it's charging, but I'm not sure why the heck it is charging, because this thing has a way smaller battery than this, and that's why I'm not really gonna want it to charge. Now let me go pull the brightness up by a bit. Okay, so here you go, you have this setup essentially. Yeah, this is the app essentially that you get with the Osmo Pocket. Yeah, so in the app you can just do like a standard DJI stuff, like this panorama story, which is pretty odd. You have this like song thing here, then you have these video, slow motion, time lapse, hyperlapse, and easy save. I'm not sure what the heck this thing is, but yeah, just let it be. This thing has super limited options, like super limited options. Like, yeah, for example, you want to set the resolution, you can go up here. Yeah? So you can get like 1080p, 2.7K, 4K, no 720p. Yeah? Then you have this super fine thingy, which is not working for some reason unless you go down in resolution, I think. Yeah? I mean frame rate. If you go down to like 25 FPS, you can actually use super fine. And super fine is essentially the camera compressing the video and doing some denoising. So that's not good. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use fine. The frame rate set to 60 FPS at 1080p because I rarely do anything 4K, even though I do have a 4K monitor up here. Then what other settings do you have? You have this S thingy, which I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. Oh, it's story. Yeah. Okay, it's rubbish. Then let's go back to video. Then you have this, which is the selfie mode essentially, yeah, which just shows you my ceiling for some reason. Then you wanna flip this thing back around, yeah. Okay. Then you have this, which is auto center, I believe, yeah. If you do this and you do this, it's auto center. See. So then next you have this, which is the gimbal settings essentially. Yeah? So you can have fast follow. Oh shit. Which makes the thing like react fast to your movements. Then you can have tilt locked, which just, I mean, this is FPV mode, yeah, so it follows your movements, see. Then you have follow, which is just normal standard mode, yeah. Then next you can like play back the files from this thing, and that's pretty much it. Next you have these settings up here, but there are almost zero settings, yeah. So in here you have Pro mode, which allows you to access advanced settings, which I think are like manual mode, I think, yeah. Like this. So you have like some grid, and you have some autofocus controls, white balance, color. Why is it in DC? You know, like it's a bit normal. Then you have some volume amplification. This might be useful if you actually wanna like oh, what you call this thing? Like boost up the gains or lower the gains. If you wanna have like better sound or louder sound, then you can have wind noise reduction, then overexposure alert and stuff like that, which is standard enough, I think. Then you have this, which is easy control. I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. I think it's the joystick thingy up here, I think. How the heck did we come out of this thing? Yeah, okay, so then this thing has M mode, which is just manual settings. And then let's go back to standard settings, yeah. Then you have this. So you have no settings on like how fast you want the gimbal to move and how much buffer you want, like on the drone gimbals, yeah, which is pretty odd for me. And also having a gimbal with only this much control is pretty odd also. So first let me go take the thing out essentially, yeah, of the case, because it's pretty much useless. Let's turn this thing off. And every single time it turns off, it just faces right, which is pretty odd also. So let me go pull this thing out. Okay, and this case is pretty sketchy, to be honest, yeah. Why it is because of this. Let me show you. So let's screw this thing down to the bottom. How this thing fixes in, yeah, is without any clamps or anything like that. All you do is just push it in, and it slides out like this. I've tested this thing on my bike. It does not fall out, but I would say just don't try that much, yeah, because This seems like plastic and it's pretty flimsy, might break. And yeah, so if you actually want to get a mount, you probably want to design like 3D printed mount or something like that, which has some bolts that actually press down on this frame, which then can actually hold the thing. Next, let me go show you. Yeah, so this thing is the, what you call this thing, the adapter thingy to your phone. So it usually just connects like this, yeah, which is like plug it like this. But I do not like plugging it in like this because you actually strain the port a lot, which is not good. Then let me go plug this thing out, yeah, and push it out, just push it to the side. Essentially, if you want to unmount this thing, and if you want to store it, you can also do this. Like flip it around and store it like this. This way you actually have the port with you, but you don't have this thing sticking out the case like if you wanted to have like the port facing out. Next, you have the SD card slot, which is over here. This is pretty odd because you actually have this. Let me go show you. Yeah, you have like this small hole right here, yeah? But the way you put your SD card in is like upside down, so you put it like this. See, so you have the flap, the flange thingy facing up here, but you have this nail bit for your nail to go in on this side. That to me was pretty odd in the start, yeah. Then you also have stereo mix, which one of the mics are over here, yeah, and the other mics over here, the microphones. Then you have a charging port over here. This thing does not have the standard DJI 4 blink thingy like on the Mavic Mini right here, yeah. See, but instead it has this pattern, which is like when it's low, you're gonna charge this thing, and it only blinks once, then stops, then blinks once again. If you wanna, if you're charging and it's a bit more full than that, it goes like 2 blinks, then stop, 2 blinks, then stop. Then a bit more than that, you get 3 blinks and stop, 3 blinks and stop. And then if you're near full, you get like 4 blinks and stop, 4 blinks and stop. And when it's full, it just turns off by itself. Then as for why this thing looks so disgusting and shiny, it is because of the skin. The previous owner actually bought skin for this thing, yeah, which is pretty odd and tacky, yeah. But at least it doesn't like make this thing worse in any way, because it actually protects the thing from scratches. He also bought this like lens protector which has a bubble in it, yeah. See, like on what the heck, like on this bit right there, yeah, there's like small bubble, which is not really gonna impact the image quality, yeah, but yeah, it's there, so it looks disgusting. Then what else do I want to say? Oh, yeah, having a gimbal like these little buttons, like you still have a D-pad or something like that, yeah, for a gimbal, but with something only having this many buttons, like 2 buttons and nothing else, it's really quite hard to actually use it. And touchscreen is very small. Let me go show you, yeah. Yeah, also this you can see the startup thingy, yeah, like the drones, you like have this bang 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 right there, yeah. This thing is a bit what you call this thing, bothering, I think, yeah, because normal gimbals just do this, like boom, turn on. Then if you turn it off, then it's gonna stay there. This thing, when you turn it off, it goes on the right, see, blam. Then when you turn it on, it does this. Like why? Like, it's not like a drone where you cannot like adjust the thing on the ground or something like that. Then it does not want to focus because it's a bit too far. So let's see. So this gimbal itself is moving, and let me go show you the controls if I actually can, yeah. So this screen is very small, like near impossible to see, unless you actually want to see the screen like from quite a short distance. Then what you can do with the screen is you want to like swipe up. You can go to these settings on the top, which are pretty self-explanatory, yeah. Swipe here, you get the, why is this way? Swipe it to the right, you get the gallery essentially. Then you swipe it to the left, you get this mode thingy, which you can switch. Then let me go back to video, yeah. Oh yeah, then you can also set the modes, like video, set the resolution and the shutter speed, you can actually do that, yeah, like over here, yeah. Then you can also set the recenter right here, yeah. Then you have this flip thingy, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Then you have this, which is some speed function, yeah, and this, which is like the mode function, which is like the locks the tilt essentially. And then you have FPV, which just makes the thing follow your hand just a bit smoother, right? Then that's pretty much it essentially. Image quality wise, this thing is, I think, a 28mm f2.8. Pretty much the same thing as the Mavic Mini, I think, or the DJI Spark. Let's see, how do you put a description on this thing? It's good enough. It's stable. But it looks like a phone video. Like, honestly, it looks like a phone video. So if you want a better video, wait, no. But this thing is essentially phone video in a very small package. So if you wanna bring this in your pocket with this, you can, but like, why? And honestly, I'd say if you wanna get this thing, at least keep it like a small like housing thingy for your camera top, so you don't have to bring this huge hard case thingy, and or make a grip which can actually receive the tripod mount instead of this, which is like pretty odd, where you actually have the tripod mount over here, yeah, and the camera over here. So yeah, then I know that DJI actually makes accessories for this guy, but accessories for these things from DJI do cost a lot, and I don't expect that many people to buy these accessories, yeah. Then this thing, I think, was launched in 2018, quite a long time ago, but I've only gotten one right now because I've only found that what you call this thing? I did not find this thing worth buying in the first few years until I found the price has gone down up to now standards, yeah. Then I thought like, okay, let's go buy this thing. But yeah, honestly, this is less than what I thought it was. But like, what are you expecting, man? It's like pitting a Pentax Q against like my A7S or something like that, yeah. So yeah, overall that's it, I think. Thank you for watching, hope you like it, and yeah, just if you want to buy one of these, go buy one if you find one for the correct price. If you don't, then like, why are you buying this? You might find this thing to be portable, small, has okay image quality, but to me, I'll probably take a Crane M2 and a G7X every day over this thing because of how different the image quality is essentially. And if you can, just buy like an X5 and a 16mm f2.8, that's gonna be better than G7X. So yeah, thank you for watching, hope you like it, and goodbye.